The Abyss Order. Enemies of the human race. Even with that said, it was a bit of a hassle.
Really? That quickly?
Come to think of it, Mr. Big Animal God Barbados, why exactly do you need the—
how do I put it? The Seven, as people now know them, were once known as the Seven Archons. Each Archon presides over their own part of Tevat. That is the role. Only in performing this duty can we attain power. But I don't like the idea of ruling Mondstadt, and I don't feel Mondstadt would really like it either.
Go forth and establish a city of freedom without rule. We have not forgotten Barbados's wish for Mondstadt.
Jean, you're such a deep— Maybe someone got a little too free and is just too lazy.
However it may have come to be, I haven't been back to Mondstadt for an extended period of time. Without a doubt, I am now the weakest Archon among the Seven. Aw.
Oh, such a humble god. Is it a... But we digress. Let's get back to the topic at hand. The common... We have tracked the Abyss Mage to the vicinity of the winery.
I cannot stress enough how important it is to not let it escape.
I must leave no stone—
Come a little closer. You've been a naughty boy.
As a good night should. Steady as stone. Windblade.
Huh? After the Abyss Mage was defeated, a certain energy just... It seems that energy was being used to cut off the connection between me and Huh. Do you know of Storm Terror's lair? Of course. I believe the people of Mondstadt all know of it. After Dvalin woke up, he took the ancient ruins as his lair. As it was with the storms that previously cut Mondstadt off from the outside world, the entrance to the ruins is also sealed by a special barrier. But now, as the energy dispersed from the Abyss Mage, I was able to read the rhythmic flow of how the barrier... I must admit, it sounds even more horrendous than It should be enough to let us break through the storm barrier and...
Which means we're going to confront Dvalin? I'm fine with that. Jean is the one who wishes to avoid any direct conflict.
No. When there are no other options left, it is my responsibility. If slaying him is our only choice, I will gladly be...
Fortunately, we have yet to need to go that far.
By that...
I mean that the Holy Liar is not our trump card. Our real trump card? The Traveler.
The Traveler?
Correct. But you have a much more precious. The impurities in the tears and the curse that binds Dvalin belong to the same, which me...
You tone-deaf bard! Don't you see how— You've seen what Dvalin is like when he's ticked off?
Hey, nice plan.
I am with you.
Oh, so we just—
Humans aren't without their strengths.
And so, epic actions of brave heroes finally leads to this 11th hour.
It's a storm barrier! It looks so dangerous.
Leave it to... Although this... I don't need the liar to break through this kind of storm barrier.
Enemy attack!
The stage will need to be cleared before I can begin my performance. Generally speaking, such chores are not the concerns of the performer himself.
Wait, what's going on? There shouldn't be any hilly trail camps in the vicinity of Storm Terror's lair.
Stone unturned.
Come a little closer.
Hilichurls usually do not venture. It puts a heavy burden.
The Abyss Order must be presumably spread.
Without further ado, I suppose I can play faster of my own.
It actually opened! You're not in—
This is it. We are now in. Watch yourselves.
Looks like this is the front gate to Storm Terror's lair. The gate is enormous compared to us. But still, Paimon wonders how Dvalin gets in there with a body that huge.
He doesn't walk in. He flies in.
Oh. You do have a point. It's stuck.
It's stuck.
Hey, check out that roof.
I suppose.
Let's make a detour then.
Let's make a detour then. Heading up.
I suppose this will do.
Leave it all to me.
Is this an answer?
Look, a wind current. It might lead us to the top of the tower.
We can't advance and—
Is this the work of Dval?
No. These ruins were once part of These ruins even predate the existence of the Four Winds. Mondstadt is a city without a ruler. However, before it was ruled over by a Anyway, I'll sing you that story when we have a chance.
The markings on this seal. If my archaeological knowledge is not mistaken, this appears to be a light act. If we retrieve...
We should be close to completing the ceremony for. Let's put the last part back and see.
Better than nothing.
Looks like we're right. There are—
Which means I can see one from here. The rest must be scattered.
Why did Dvalin pick a place filled with puzzles and...
He doesn't walk.
Retribution!
Surrendering the gentle. You, he, he, here, here, you, up, he, here, oh my. You, here, he, up here.
It seems 2 of the halos have become solid ground. One more and the seals at the top of the tower will be broken.
You're in for a little shock.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Burn!
As a dutiful maid would. We should venture onward from here.
I'm thinking about turning these adventures into songs after we're done. Hopefully, this song will be sung for years to come by the people.
I have loved that song since I... How are you feeling today, Honor? I am completely prepared and fully confident.
Even Master DeLuca can be, despite only being bystander.
You shared your secret with me, and I only returned your trust to the same extent.
As for Master Jean, what about the tone deaf?
It's freedom.
Freedom?
When you first arrived at Mondstadt, did no one tell you that Mondstadt is the city of freedom? She really is a child of freedom. Mondstadt is a romantic city without the reign of a king, and its citizens enjoy them. I hope the dragon that once protected Mondstadt will soon be free too. No one should have deceived him, and no one should have told him he has the right and freedom.
Venti?
Well then, traveler, may the thousands of years, just like the last time, I shall channel animal energy for you.
Oh, no wonder you said his voice.
Look! There are two shiny spots on Dvalin's back! They appear to be poisonous blood clots that have coagulated on his wounds. The Abyss Order must have cursed the wounds. That's what's corrupting Dvalin's mind. To save Dvalin, we're going to have to get rid of those blood clots. Aim for those blood clots! Dvalin is getting away, but I'm familiar with his tactics. Just hold on a bit longer. Extract and condense the pure animo from the shots being fired. Shattering them will create acceleration currents. I can't control where they will appear, so keep your eyes peeled. Dvalin on equal grounds. The grandest bard is here to help. But first, let me be clear. Even after hundreds of years without use, Dvalin's teeth and claws are still very dangerous. It was our chance. Aim for the tainted blood clot on his neck.
You're in for a little shock.
Windblade, be gone!
How rude! This is Dvalin's ace in the hole. Celestinum Finale Termini.
This dragon has strange taste when it comes to naming things.
I named it for him just now.
Seriously?
Well, anyway, let's ride the wind currents and stay away from the breaking platforms. The energy flooding out from the fissures will be hot. Be sure to watch your steps. That was our chance. Aim for the tainted blood clot on his neck.
Retribution!
Let's spark things up a little. Come a little. Leave it all to me.
Let's play!
This place is gonna collapse!
It's been a while since we flew like this together. Huh, Dvalin?
Just now. Why? Why did you not ask me to protect you like the last time?
Me not wanting you to listen to the Abyss Order doesn't mean that you have to listen to me. Freedom, if demanded of you by an archon, is really no freedom at all.
Is this the power of the animal archon? But I am no longer part of the Four Winds.
Even if that's so, you still protected us regardless. Now spread your wings of freedom and go with my blessing.
And so, the Storm Terror threat was quelled. I clarified the misunderstanding to the citizens of Mondstadt and let them know that they are safe. To them, it seems Storm Terror attacked Mondstadt out of nowhere and then vanished just as quickly. They must be finding the whole ordeal very confusing.
However, winds change their course. Someday, they will blow towards a brighter future.
You guys are back! Yep, we're back from Tusk. You just returned yesterday, right? Jean got back first, and she told us... I wonder if I'll ever get an opportunity like that. That doesn't come into it. You guys, when I brought you into the city that day, I was just doing my duty. You're welcome. But have you been waiting? Of course not. Just because I'm not out on the front line doesn't mean I don't have work to do. In Aftermath? Here? What happened in... While Master Jean was away, the monsters lurking nearby made a coordinated attack on the city. Fortunately, we weren't completely taken by surprise. I detected the hilly churls were Oh, yeah! Exactly. And if we hadn't Me too. Hilly churls aren't our best guess. They've taken over the hill. That's right. And since... I'm sorry. There's no time like the present, right? You bet! Awesome, let's go! Wait for me at Good Hunter. I'll be right there. Barbara's... Ta-da!
Here we crisis! Adventure! Roll up, youngsters! What? This storm...
Many trade routes. I...
So store every cloud for that, as long as we Haven't you heard? It's a strange
Greetings. May I...
Why so cold? I've always thought that we enjoy quite the intimate friendship. Ah, so you do feel something to bask in...
Sweet-talking ship...
Nonsense. I speak from the heart. Me? Nothing. That's why I'm here.
So what you think?
The Abyss... A dragon if you were the Abyss Order, to get to the bottom of it. Then came that same day.
Inside the sea...
Well, all the other knights were outside, except for me, of course, through various means. The situation is...
The Abyss Order has a leader?
Yes.
What exactly did...
There's more. Now, I'm sorry to cut... I think she's still angry with me for my absence from the defense effort during the attack.
One minute I see Kaya, the next he slipped away. Clear sign of a guilty conscience. Are you sure? But let's forget... Hi, Sarah.
It's been getting quite busy recently.
So, now the Storm Terror threat... Paimon thinks it's... Huh, really? Hey, don't feel down. That's the spirit... All right, now let's eat before it gets... That was good. Of course. Oh, Jean's waiting...
Anything the knights...
This is Barbara, the deaconess of the church. She is here to retrieve the holy...
May the Animo Archon, I'm not really in a position, but I still want to thank you all on behalf of all of Mondstadt for your... Fortunately, everything was...
Now the Fatui have no choice. They must be annoyed that this time they even... Diplomatically speaking, they gained nothing. And...
Sounds like quite the story. We cannot ask you to keep defending the light.
Oh,
Oh, don't worry. I'm not here to collect rent.
The Holy Liar!
Oh, Barbados! this for the rest of my life, it would still not be enough.
Oh, give it here.
How could this holy liar, but how?
Huh? Let Paimon see!
No. I don't know how you managed to fix it, but you'll never touch the lyre again.
We, really should get going. That trick I used to repair the holy lyre. I mean, the magic I used isn't going to hold forever, you know.
What? Tone deaf, Bard! Hey, don't go!
At last, Mondstad's rodent ruler in the flesh. Scurrying through the streets looking for leftovers? Mondstad calls this a god?
Resident rodent beats invasive vermin.
Don't you dare speak back to me, insolent bard. Absentee archon of Mondstad. How impotent you've become.
That smirky wear looks out of place. Did you steal it from your master's face?
Should have held your tongue. So, this is a gnosis. Wouldn't be caught dead wearing this ugly thing in public.
Beauty is a waste when the beholder has no taste.
Venti!
Well, we have what we came here for. Come, before our dear Favonian friends arrive. Leave nothing for them to find.
Honorary Knight, you're awake. I found you lying unconscious. That bard, this is the first.
He left?
The symbol of. I wanted to stop him, but Jean. I mean, Master Jean said to let him leave. How strange.
Paimon remember. It's probably.
The wind amongst the branches is good. I said the exact same thing last time. This isn't something I'm meant to discuss with ordinary people. As you know, visions are external magical foci that only a small minority of people possess. They use these visions to channel elemental power. In truth, every wielder of a vision is one who can attain godhood and ascend to Celestia. We call such people allogenes.
Allogenes? Paimon's.
That's because this is a secret that only archons are privy to. We don't need primitive tools like vision. Instead, each archon has an internal magical focus that resonates directly with Celestia itself, known as a gnosis. It's just a glowing glass ball I carry around to avoid suspicion.
So who was that nasty woman who sent Paimon flying and stole your gnosis.
Her name is Signora, number 8 of the Harbingers. She and the rest of the Harbingers have been given godlike executive authority by the Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya, and with it, strength surpassing that of others.
The Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya?
Indeed. She is one of the 7. The Tsaritsa who reigns from the Zepoyarni Palace, and the one person that the Fatui Harbingers... The 7 don't always get along well, but still. I never thought that she would plot to steal another Archon's gnosis. 500 years ago, I knew her well. But I can't say the same is true now. You see, a certain catastrophe happened 500 years ago, and after that, she cut off all ties with me. But we can save discussion of the Cryo-Archon and the Fatui for another day. If you seek the rest of the 7, you should head for Mondstadt's neighboring nation of Liyue. The Geo-Archon who reigns there, unlike me, administrates his entire region personally. He only descends once every year to give his divine predictions, which set the direction for Liyue for the rest of that year.
Even so, it sounds like he...
In any case, this year's Rite of Descension is soon to begin. If you miss it, you'll just...
What? Oh, why didn't you tell us before?
One moment, Windborn Outlander. Just use it, great traveler. At the Birds of Tevat, the destination is not everything. So great. If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb. Well then,